Hi everyone, and welcome to the Book Refuge, and welcome to my May TBR. Today I'm very excited because we are going to be picking the new books to read. I love doing the TBRs. So at this point we are just a little over halfway through April. I always film these kind of early because that's what I do, and it helps me get like pumped up to see which books I'm reading in the next month. So to go over what my TBR was from last month, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, obviously I still have some time left, so we're good, but out of the original 8 that we picked, because we did 5 and then I did an additional 3 pulls, I would have a lot of time to read. And I have 4 of them done, and I am in the middle of 1 more, and I definitely have plans to finish the other 2. The ones I'm in the middle of, I am this far into the Final Empire. I'm listening to it on audio, actually, like right before I started recording. I only have about 140 pages left of this. I'm planning to finish it today even. It's going really well. I'm really glad that I finally made myself start this one. I don't know, I mean, there's still 100 pages left, and Sanderson does endings like nobody's business. So right now I'm sitting at like a 4 with it because it's like an easy listen, but we'll see. The ones that I plan to still get to is I want to do my reread of Great and Terrible Beauty. I'm planning to do that one like this weekend. I'm filming this on a Friday and I don't have anything going this weekend, so I plan to do my reread of this either tomorrow or Sunday. And then I still need to read A Heart of Blood and Ashes, which I didn't get to during the romance readathon, and I'm kind of bummed that I didn't do that, but you know, what can you say? So now looking into May, the first weekend in May, as you will have been like told already, I'm doing a romance light versus dark romance readathon. It's actually one that I put together with my friends over at, like, we have this romance takes over Booktube group where we plan to take over the, you know, Booktube together. That's what it's called. And so I want to make sure that I leave lots of space. Not that that should be an issue because, you know, I always read as many romances as I want to anyway. But also there is quite a few new books coming out in November, and I'm very excited for them, including Say Yes to the Duke, which I actually ended up getting a little bit, I can't wait to read that one. I want to read that one so bad. I love that series by Eloise James. There's Aurora Burning, which I want to get to, A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and Hunting November. So there's a lot that I want to get to. Also Sure Shot comes out, which is a Serena Bowen, so I really want to read that one. So those ones maybe we'll put into the TBR, but they come out, some of them later in the month, so I don't want to necessarily bank on them. But books that we absolutely like need to get to are, first off, the 2 books that you guys chose for me. Shatter Me won the buddy read. I was gonna be kind of annoyed at this, but I understand why everyone wants me to read it because it's a really popular book, and some of you still haven't read it, so you want to read it with me, and some of you say you really love this series, and I kind of like toxic relationships, reading about them, so I think that I could like this. Also, the one that it was neck and neck with was Ruin of Kings, and you'll see in a moment why I'm really glad that that one didn't get picked, because I have some hefty books in here. The historical romance you picked for me was, you picked Eloise James. I went by author so that I had a little bit of wiggle room, but this is actually a standalone of hers that I've been wanting to read for a while, and it's also pretty chunky, which I like, and so we need to get to that one. Then Murphy Napier's Patreon group, we're starting the read of the Stormlight Archives so that we are up to the something of war, the Rhythm of War, by the time it comes out. So we're reading one of these every 2 months. This book is 1,000 pages long. I've heard it's very dense because there's a lot we're knowing, so I'm scared. So this one is one I want to get to. Then I'll be continuing my deep dive of ACOTAR, so I plan to get to A Court of Wings and Ruin. I love these covers, by the way. They're beautiful. I am almost done with Mist and Fury, and my deep dive, if not already posted, will be up very soon. And I'm very excited. Rereading Akamath has been amazing. And then I'll be continuing with An Echo in the Bone. So even if this one doesn't get picked at all, I am making my way through my reread of this, 170 pages in. I kind of like putz at these because I really want to pay attention to everything that's happening. So the last two have taken me 2 months each to get through because I'm taking my time. So that's a stack of books that we like need to get to, at least the first 3. And then there's a ton of others as well. So without further ado, we'll probably end up doing, I'm going to start with 5 because if for some reason I can't use any of these, I don't want to end up shooting myself. But if it ends up being good, I'll probably add 3 more like we did last time. So here's the cards. I don't want to tilt the thing down this time because I have a new phone, by the way. I'm still figuring it out. So as normal, I deal 1 and then I ditch 1. Deal 1, ditch 1, deal 1, ditch 1. And if for some reason you don't know what I'm doing, you can check out my January video where I made like this basic bitch person's game where each card goes to a reading prompt that I made up. It is as basic as you can possibly make a game, a TBR game, but it's fine. So here we go. We got the Ace of Clubs. This one says read a historical romance plus add 1 read to your month. So, okay, that's easy. We'll pick this one. And then we're already adding plus 1. So, end up with 9 pulls. We'll see what's happening to me here. So, Ace of Clubs, read a historical romance. Got it. All right, where did I just put my stack of cards? I'm such a hot mess. Why do you guys watch me? All right, we have the 9 of Hearts. Read the worst rated book on your Goodreads TBR. Oh, fun. Okay, let's do that. And my rule of this is always that it needs to have more than 100 ratings and needs to not be a sequel or whatever. So I'm not good at like showing a picture of things, so I'm pulling up my Goodreads and I'll give you a screenshot of what it picks. So I'm going into my book. Okay, this one has 713 ratings. And it's this one right over here. It's The Kissing Game, which currently only has a 2.9 rating, which scares me. And lots of people DNF'd this. So we'll see. This one says, Rena Jackson is ready. She's worked her tail off to open her own hair salon, and she's almost ready to quit her job at the dive bar. Rena's also a diehard romantic, and she's had her eye on a bar regular, Axel Heller, for a while. He's got that tall, brooding, and handsome thing going on big time. Problem is, he's got that buttoned-up Germanic Iceman thing going on as well. With Valentine's Day just around the corner, Rena's about to get ready to give up on Axel and find her own Mr. Right. At 6'6", Axel knows he intimidates most people. He's been crushing on this gorgeous waitress for months, but the muscled mechanic is no romantic, and his heart is buried so deep, he has no idea how to show Rena what he feels. He knows he's way out of his depth, and she's slipping away, so he makes one crazy, desperate display. I bet you a kiss you can't resist me. I don't know why this only has a 2.9. That terrifies me, but I bought this book because it was cute. Okay, the other 2 above it, you'll see one of them isn't even out yet, and the other one is a novella that my friend narrated, and I'm not going to pick that one. So I'm picking this one. Okay, we got to keep it moving. 2 of Diamonds is, holy goodness. Wow, things are getting serious already. Okay, this one says, donate 2 books to the library and add 2 books to your TBR. So maybe I won't have to do extra pulls because I'm just drawing these. So the donate to the library, that's easy. I actually just cleaned out my stack, so I have about 30 books like sitting right over there that I'm going to donate. So when I'm allowed to donate to the library again, I absolutely will. And then we'll add 2 books. So we'll see what these 2 say. Otherwise, we're going to end up using these books as that because, gosh, I have to have those. So 5 of Hearts. Read a book from favorite authors list. And right there, Sarah J. Maas, that one works for A Court of Wings and Ruin because she's one of my favorite authors. So there we go. We got that one in there, finally. Still getting nervous about some of these other ones. And then we have the Three of Diamonds. Wow, we were all really low this time. And this one says, okay, good. This one says read a book over 500 pages. That's easy. We will go with A Way of Kings for that one. I don't even know how to explain The Way of Kings to you. I don't fully know what it's about. I've kept things vague to me. Even though I've watched tons of videos about the world and about the magic and about the things, I still don't fully know. So, Way of Kings counts as my over. Okay, so what I have left then is I have 3 books that I need to add. So, I'm not going to do any pulls. I'm just going to go with what I have left here to do, since I said I would like pull 3 more, and that's what we're gonna do. So I will add Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. I only know that this is a girl whose touch is fatal and that she's been kept in prison for a while, and I'm sure people want to use her for something because that's usually what people want to do. That's all that I know about it. We're going with that one. And then I won't count an echo in the bone because I never really count these on my TBR, as I just like add to them each time. So we won't count that, but I am reading that one. And then let's pick 2 more books to read. Let's go off of my list here as well. Let's go with, I'll add Aurora Burning to this list. This is supposed to still come out on May 5th. And I have it pre-ordered already, totally ready to get it. So we will add Aurora Burning to my list. And then let's add another romance, because I'm going to be reading romances for my readathon. It will be nice to have some picked from, you know, from what I own. So let's see. Let's just go with this because I'm going to be playing for the dark side. And this is one that I picked up that is a MC. I don't think it's necessarily motorcycle, but it's like, it takes place in Detroit. It's called Dirty Game by Jackie Ashenden. There was no particular reason I picked this up. I just saw it at Barnes & Noble one day. And this is about Ezekiel and Tamara. And so she's this corporate girl who, her and this bad boy, who works at a mechanic shop, they end up running into each other and something happens with it. So let's go ahead and go with that. I'm liking the more romances that I can put onto this. That's really been helping me out to do that and to not feel, you know, like I'm missing out on what I want to be reading. So we'll call this good, guys. We ended up with 9 books, one of them which is kind of a continuation, couple of rereads, couple new ones. This is a lot of freaking pages, but that's okay. I mean, I read a lot of pages every month, so it's not like it's impossible or anything. So thank you so much for watching this. This is a little bit harried and like blah, but I love making these. I hope you have enjoyed like the TBR game. Like I said, I kept it super basic. I literally just made up whatever prompts I wanted that were going to help me get through books I already owned. For the most part, I wanted to be getting through books that I already possessed instead of making prompts that like pushed me always into buying new stuff. Because not that I won't read the new stuff, I own a lot of books. It's a thing. So anyway, yeah, I put up new videos 3 to 4 times a week. Make sure you check out the Light versus Dark Romance Readathon, which will be coming to you the first weekend in May, ending on May the 4th. Yeah, thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.